Welcome everyone to a brand new video today. Enough distractions, we're gonna get this out of the way. I have other projects to work on, bigger, better stuff. Just want to get more practical. So, we are reviewing the Sirui P1, which is this gimbal right here. When it comes out of the box, there is nothing out of the ordinary. There's the record button, modes buttons for different like motor settings, the on-off program modes, so like pan follow, tilt lock, and so on. And it works just like a gimbal should. At first, when I received the gimbal, I didn't like it at all. It felt light, it feels a bit plasticky. So I let my friend try this gimbal out, but she was completely new to gimbals in general. She tried balancing it, and this gimbal, it's got a plate on it, and it doesn't have any locks on any of the sides, which makes it quite hard for new people to balance. In terms of portability, this is literally the lightest gimbal I have ever used. I could handhold this camera, well I did handhold this camera for 3 hours. I went out for 2-3 hours and I was holding this with a Blackmagic the entire time. I felt like I could just take it anywhere. However, if it did have locks, I feel like I would use this a lot more than I do. It's just, the locking system is it's a real pain. The main reason why this gimbal is really interesting to me is because it's got a payload capacity of 900 grams, which means that it can hold a decent weight. So you can push out a bit and put some mirrorless cameras, some very light mirrorless cameras like the Panasonic G7, or what I did was I put this guy, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera. As you know, that I love this camera a lot, and I was surprised to find out that it could handle the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera with a rig on. I tested it out winter last year, you know what I mean, without the rig, and the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera died in 30 minutes. However, I have managed to try it again, and I found out that it can actually hold the camera with a rig and a small battery. One of these, a Sony MPF, I think they're called. Not obviously the big ones, usually that I put on a rig. However, these ones give it about an hour of battery life, which is perfectly fine. Like, you can stick 2 or 3 of these in your pocket and the camera will run for a long time. So I'm gonna shut up and let the video quality and image stabilization tell itself. Here you go.